Hi guys, John Anderson with Seeking Light, doing a brief video, partly because I'm lazy in answering a question I got related to rehabilitation. And I used to have this channel called the Rehab and Documentation Guru, this channel, and then I changed it. And a lot of my background in professional circles is documentation, auditing, things like that. So one of my viewers asked a question about being out of the field for a while, wanting to get back in and get in as a medical reviewer, and just in general, how do you make that happen? So let me talk in general about that. Number one, credentialing. There are a lot of credentials out there related to being in compliance, medical compliance. There's some certifications out there related to being an expert in the OASIS, which is in home health. There's also related to inpatient, like skilled nursing facilities. There's what's called the RAC-CT. There's all these certifications that you can get that make it clear that you're somewhat of an expert of reviewing charts related to payment for a certain payer type. With that said, I would just encourage you, if you're thinking about doing medical review, to just Google it, because there are a ton of certifications now. What certification would I need for blank, or medical certifications for documentation or something like that? Be careful. There are some companies out there that are scams. But if you go to LinkedIn, if you're on LinkedIn and you find people with the initials of the certification that you're looking at, I would just message them and say, hey, what have you done with that certification? Has it been helpful to you? And just start networking. Because the next thing I'm going to say about getting a medical review job is it seems to be just being at the right place, at the right time, knowing the right people. I have a lot of background in documentation review and writing appeal letters, and I applied for a long period of time. Whenever I saw a job for medical review pop up, I would apply for it. I knew I had good background for it, and yet it was really hard. I mean, really hard to find those jobs and get into them, except you might happen to just fall into one. So right now I work for a company where I help patients directly, indirectly, in getting approval for a certain orthopedic procedure. How did I get that job? Well, one of my old classmates has been working for the company for years. A mutual buddy of ours said, hey, why don't you check with Lisa about, what she's doing? And so I said, hey, Lisa, I heard you're doing this. And she's like, oh yeah, we need other people. And she said, I think you might be good. I'm like, okay. So I applied, and it was just like, boom, I got the job. I had to interview, but they knew this, my friend, Lisa, they knew she was good. They trusted her recommendation. And I really think at this stage in the game, because you don't see these jobs pop up very much for therapists, it's partly going to be, who do you know? And are you coming in at the right time? Because frankly, reviewer jobs for therapists are few and far between. And what you're often seeing is, I think it's getting better, but you see a lot of reviewer jobs go to nurses. Just the way it is. Anyway, so network, and get some certifications. They're an easy way to show additional credentials to put on your resume that might give you the ability to apply for some of these other jobs. That's all I got for today. Hope you're doing well. A little deviation from what I've been talking about lately, but anyway, little therapy stuff. Take care. Hope you're doing well, and God bless.